Do a wire one? Got time for one more?
Yeah. Let's just stop this. Okay.
But this time it's got a section of wire on so that you can fish for congers if you wish.
Okay, and other toothsome critters.
Critters, yes.
Okay, cool, great.
Okay, so we start off with basic pulley setup. I've tied my top swivel with a 5-turned tucked blood knot there. Slid on the first bead, the pulley bead, and my second bead. Then the bottom here, we tie on the lead link.
And what breaking strain line is that?
Once again on £80. Nearly all my rigs that I've for myself are £80. I do some thinner for fishing the river at Gravesend, and for place fishing I might only use £60. Right. But for most of my fishing I use £80. It's just one that I like, that's all. So once again I use £60 hook length. Again tied with a 5-turn tucked blood knot. Of course you can use the hook puller, especially if you've got false teeth. And then I'll bring that down to again about 8 inches or 20 centimetres from where the end of the hook is going to be.
So let's just go back a little bit on this. So your main hook, your main snood body is £80 monofill.
Yep.
You've got a clip on one end.
Yeah.
Going all the way up. You've got a running bead there,
Pulley
which is
bead.
running on the thing, which has got a bead beneath it and a bead above, and then a swivel tied to the end. Yeah.
Yep.
And what length is that hook snood? Oh, sorry, the rig body.
Rig body's 70 centimetres.
Okay, 70 centimetres. And then attached to that swivel at the top is your main hook. Sorry, the swivel at the top is your main snood.
Yep.
Which is
£60.
£60 amnesia or?
No, it's just this is Memorex.
All right, Memorex. Okay. Right.
What is it?
Okay, and that piece
Memorex
of line.
leader.
Okay, yeah. That piece of line. How long is that?
Well, at the moment I've made it 50 centimetres.
50 centimetres. All right, okay, but you're going to trim that.
I might have to trim it off. Yeah. Stick a swivel on there.
Right, so a swivel goes on the end of that.
Again, you can make these a metre long. You can make them, whatever your preference is. And then for the trace, I use this particular wire, £60 wire. And the advantage of this is you can tie it.
Okay, yeah. I do it with my pike traces. I'm tying.
Yeah.
I've got snoods that I can tie, wires that I can tie.
Yeah. So we'll put a 6/0 hook on the bottom, and all I tie it with is a 3-turn blood knot. Tucked, yeah. I find you don't need any more than that. Mm-hmm. You just have to lubricate it and tease it down, like so. And put it on here and pull it. I find that's perfectly enough. And you trim it off. So I'm going to want about 8 inches, 20 centimetres on there.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be too long, does it? Just so it is out of the fish's mouth.
It's just a bite trace, that's all it is. Slide the 6/0 circle hook on, and then I'll tie it to the swivel at the top of the leader. Again with 3-turned tucked blood knot. And this is where it becomes a little bit difficult because you've got to hold on to hooks.
Yeah, you want to slip
tighten it up.
Put a hook in your fingers. I suppose you could use your little rig puller to do that.
Yeah. Let me just tighten it up on that one. There we go.
I imagine you're putting that much force on something and it slipped, and that would drive the hook right into your hand.
Yeah, it would.
That would be a trip to the A&E.
Done that, been there.
Yeah.
And then just trim the end off. It's better with snips, but if you get it to the back of the scissors, it works okay. Hook the lead on. Whenever I hook my lead on, I always put the clip through the bait side.
Okay.
So you don't have to.
So you don't have that tag facing towards the tag, yeah.
Yeah, facing towards.
Something else less to snag on.
Bait,
Good idea. Good little tip that.
So there we go.
And any adjustment is taken up by the fact that it's a pulley. So as long as your snood's slightly shorter than the rig body.
Yeah.
Just do, and then. Vertically like you did then. Yeah. Okay, let's just see that in operation then. So when the lead hits the bottom, it releases the hook, and then the hook
goes out in the
thrown
tide.
in the tied. And the main line is at the other end of that sliding pulley, so
goes up from there.
So you get a nice bite indication.
Yeah. And of course the advantage of the pulley is that when a fish is on that end, it pulls the lead right up here, so that lead doesn't get caught on the ground.
Yeah.
Of course, you can fish a rotten bottom if you're really fishing the rough stuff attached to that, but it'll still work for it. There we go. This afternoon I'll have to go online and see if I can get myself some more £80 orange rig body. Because I can't remember where I bought it from. I've got a horrible feeling it was South Africa. So I'll have to wait till January then.
Okay, so you go to South Africa?
Yeah. It's very interesting. They don't like blood knots over there. They say they come apart. Yeah. Which I haven't found over here.
No, but they have things with bigger teeth than we have, don't they?
Yeah, much bigger teeth. Yeah. And they showed me how to tie a figure of 8 knot. Right. Which is very nice to tie. It's a lovely compact knot, but you use quite a lot of trace line all the time. Yeah. It's quite surprising how much you use. I don't use it very often. Yeah, we could do a baiting one next, couldn't we? We could have worms and squid and bluey, mackerel.
Right. Okay, so that's the end of a short series of well, I don't know what we're going to call this. More advanced rig tying, shall we call it? It's not advanced rig tying. It's just a little bit more advanced than the ones we put out earlier. We will do some more of these. So leave some comments and say what you think and what you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can do it. We're also going to do a session on actual baiting. Now, you know, I do show people on the beach doing it, but I do get some criticism for those because people can't see what's going on. So we will do it in a studio environment, putting some baits onto these hooks and see how you tie them up. But in the meantime, thanks very much, Steve, for helping me with that.
You're very welcome.
And
anybody got any questions or suggestions? Happy to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good luck with your fishing.
Yeah, tight lines, everyone. So, catch you later.